India is not burning yet, but the internet is. Instagram reels exploding with rage, political memes flooding timelines, satirical edits mocking the establishment, underground protest songs go viral, millions of young Indians flooding social media with one word, Azadi, freedom. But freedom from what? That is the only terrifying question echoing across India, because this is no longer just politics. This is about unemployment. This is about humiliation. This is about hopelessness. This is about a generation that believes it has been abandoned by the system it was told to trust. And then suddenly something bizarre happened. The rise of the Cockroach Janata Party, a meme movement, a satirical rebellion, a digital uprising, and then millions started following it. And that is when the laughter inside the establishment stopped. Because the youth of India transformed an insult into a symbol. The cockroach became identity, a creature crushed again and again, yet impossible to eliminate. And suddenly, frustrated youth embraced that image. If you see us as cockroaches, then we will become impossible to destroy. And this movement did not emerge in isolation. It emerged in India, where millions of educated young people are unemployed, where recruitment exams leak, where economic inequality is exploding, where billionaires become richer, while ordinary youth struggles for survival. And now India's youth are reviving revolutionary language again. Young creators quote Bhagat Singh, others invoke Chanakya. Across social media, the old political language is collapsing, and India is not alone. Sri Lanka saw youth uprisings. Bangladesh saw student mobilization. Nepal saw anti-establishment youth waves. America saw internet-era politics rise. And in India itself, Vijay entered politics as younger generations shifted away from traditional elites. So tonight we ask the biggest question of all: is the Cockroach Janata Party just an internet comedy or the beginning of a generational political earthquake? This is your very own Faria Farooq. Welcome to Red Lines. So firstly, let's discuss from courtroom to chaos. Everything began after controversial remarks linked online to India's Chief Justice Surya Khan regarding the unemployed youth and fake degree holders. The words cockroach and parasite started circulating online, and instantly outrage exploded because millions of Indian youth already feel insulted by the system. Imagine studying for years, spending family savings on education, preparing endlessly for competitive exams, and then facing paper leaks, corruption allegations, job shortages, economic hopelessness. So when the word cockroach entered the conversation, the youth did something extraordinary. They adopted the insult. They weaponized humiliation. And psychologically, that changed everything. Because modern rebellions are not built only on ideology. You see, they are built on emotion. And now let me take you through the birth of the cockroach revolution. At first, it looked very funny. Memes, parody speeches, satirical edits, AI-generated political content. Then suddenly, it stopped looking like comedy. Abhijit Dipke launched the Cockroach Janata Party, CJP, identity online. Now within days, millions of followers, massive engagement, Instagram flooded with cockroach imagery, political satire dominating timelines. Reports suggested the movement's engagement even rivaled BJP's online traction temporarily, and that alarmed their establishment, because governments understand one thing very clearly: a meme movement can become a political movement overnight, especially when economic frustration already exists underneath it. Now let's talk about this. Azadi is back. Across Indian social media, one word keeps returning: Azadi. But this generation's Azadi is different. Economic Azadi, employment Azadi, freedom from humiliation, freedom from elite domination. Young Indians are increasingly quoting Bhagat Singh. One viral line repeatedly shared says, "Merciless criticism and independent thinking are the two necessary traits of revolutionary thinking." Others invoke Chanakya. One phrase widely circulated online says, "The people's happiness is the ruler's happiness." This is extremely dangerous for any political establishment because when revolutionary language returns to the youth, institutional trust is already collapsing. So you really want to know, right? The enemies of India's Gen Z, who are they? India's Gen Z anger is increasingly directed towards three major power centers. Number one, political leadership. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the ruling ecosystem increasingly appear in satire and criticism. Number two, the billionaire capitalism. Figures like Mukesh Ambani are portrayed online as symbols of elite privilege and inequality. Number three, the institution. Courts, recruitment systems, media narratives, political dynasties. The youth increasingly believe the system protects the elites while ordinary people struggle for dignity. And now the unemployment time bomb. India has one of the world's largest youth populations. You see, now combine that with high unemployment, economic pressure, social media radicalization, institutional distrust. Historically, this combination becomes explosive. Millions of educated youth feel betrayed, and that is why the Cockroach Janata Party resonated emotionally. Not because every follower supports it politically, but because millions relate to the frustration behind it. Now, when memes become weapons, the modern battlefield is no longer television, it is social media. Instagram Reels now shape political narratives faster than the mainstream media. It is a fact. Satire has become political warfare. That is why the government's reaction becomes important. When the X account associated with the movement was reportedly withheld in India, many young people interpreted it as suppression, and modern youth interpret suppression as validation. That's the point. Now that made the movement even more viral. Let's discuss the global Gen Z revolt. This is not happening only in India. This is a global pattern. Let's talk about Sri Lanka, 2022. Youth-led protests during the Aragalaya Rising forced Gotabaya Rajapaksa to flee the country after protesters stormed the presidential residence. Later, Ranil Wickremesinghe assumed leadership during the crisis. Now, if you look at Bangladesh 2024, student-led protests over government job quotas evolved into nationwide unrest. Now, this emotional message became, "We studied, we sacrificed, and the system failed us." Now look at Nepal, 2015 to 24. Nepal increasingly witnessed anti-establishment youth frustration against traditional political elites. Young people increasingly rejected the old political families, and internet-driven activism grew rapidly after 2020. Now I will take you through the rise of internet politicians. This generation does not trust robotic speeches anymore. They trust relatability. In America, Zoran Mamdani built strong youth visibility through digital communication. In India, Vijay launched Tamilaga Vetri Kazakam in 2024. This does not necessarily mean the youth want actors in politics. It means they want emotional connection. Now we come to the collapse of fear. The most dangerous moment for any establishment is when fear disappears. And India's Gen Z increasingly appears fearless online, mocking politicians, mocking billionaires, mocking institutions. Governments understand one terrifying reality. Online rebellion can eventually spill into the streets, especially when the economic frustration already exists underneath it. Now, if you look at the religious and caste fault lines, India is not facing only economic pressure, it is also facing social fragmentation. Sections of Sikhs feel alienated. Many Muslims feel politically concerned. Christians continue raising concerns. Lower caste frustration remains active. When economic frustration combines with identity grievances, societies become unpredictable. The question rises, is India approaching a Gen Z earthquake? This is the biggest question now. Are we witnessing temporary internet outrage or the beginning of India's Gen Z political awakening? History shows every generation eventually rebels against the previous order, and Gen Z is more connected, more emotional, and more impatient than any generation before it. They do not wait for political parties, they create movements instantly. Now there are three possible features. Scenario 1, controlled de-escalation. The outrage slowly fades, clarifications emerge, and the rhetoric softens. Scenario 2, political capture. Opposition forces begin using Gen Z anger for electoral gains. The meme movement evolves into organized dissent. Scenario 3, street explosion. Economic pressure worsens, youth frustration deepens, online rebellion transforms into physical protest. Well, here I would like to tell you that history shows revolutions rarely began with bullets. Sometimes they can even begin with jokes. And now let's conclude. When memes stop being funny, what happens? As a defense analyst, I do not see this merely as internet comedy. I see it as a warning signal. The Cockroach Janata Party may disappear tomorrow, or it may become the symbol of something much larger. But one reality is undeniable. India's youth are angry, and when a generation loses faith in institutions or the political systems, history becomes dangerous and unpredictable because revolutions rarely begin with guns. Sometimes they begin with memes, and then one day the memes, they stop being funny. This is your very own Fariha Farooq. Keep watching Red Lines. Take care of yourself. Take life easy. Goodbye.